like once a
Fucking
month,
A, man.
or not have a time limit. If it's once every 6 weeks, you do it once every 6 weeks.
Yeah, let's
Not to
go.
like limit ourselves, but we have to do it.
Shut up. How about that? Babies.
We're waiting on you. We're waiting on you.
John's linking that to the opening right now.
Oh,
Shut up, you babies.
All I heard was Shane say, listen, just shut up.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of 5 Idiots Talking Toys. It's Shane, John, Brandon, Charles, and Christopher. It's Wednesday, and that means it's time for Wins and Wiffs of the Week. Thanks for joining us here on YouTube or listening on your favorite podcast app. Thanks very much. You can go to 5idiotstalkingtoys.com for all of our links. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go. John, how are you doing this evening?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good. Had a good weekend. The dogs won.
They did.
UT Martin.
How was the new quarterback? Did he look good or
He did okay for a first time. First game jitters.
I didn't follow the game. That's why I was.
Yeah, I think he was. I can't remember what his ratio of passes to completions was, but he had 437 yards. I think
They still won like 50-10, right?
it was 48-7. Yeah.
48-7. Okay.
John, if you don't mind, this is a professional podcast. If you can come ready with your ratios for each episode, please. Brandon doesn't like you to be empty-handed with your ratios.
Okay, here we go.
Must have your ratios in one.
Have your ratios ready.
Yeah, but good. Had a pretty good weekend. So yeah. How about you guys?
I was on vacation all week. I was home for a day, and then my wife had a freaking 30 people over the house today, and they just left 20 minutes ago. So
Did you say get out of here?
Surprised they're not there.
the house is still like a disaster. There's just crap everywhere right now, and I'm like, tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Charles, that's supposed to say Christopher a life. I didn't have time to change it, so
Well,
Charles,
I'm gonna
was
go
on
with the
time.
normal.
So was he invited?
Who?
Charles, he was on time to the podcast. You weren't.
It was
So
all.
he
it was my.
invited
It
or
was
no?
my wife's friends. No, it was like my wife's side.
So you sat on the couch and drank.
And barbecued the whole time for everybody and served everybody. And yeah, it was fantastic. And then someone broke my screen door, which made it even better.
Oh, good.
no.
You know those new lantern flies that are around in the country, like storming every state right now? Someone decided to take their hat, smack my screen door when they had a buckle on the hat, and it ripped right through my screen door. And I was like sitting there in amazement. Now my brand new screen door has a huge rip in the middle.
Well,
What
What'd he say?
What do you want to say to that
Sorry about
person
that,
right now?
bud.
What do you want to say to that person right now?
It would have been nice if they said sorry or, offered to pay for it or something.
not even that. Nothing.
Nothing.
They didn't say sorry, nothing?
No, just completely hit it.
So I have the normal man's weekend. I worked all weekend and I just got off.
Your door
Oh.
broken.
well, that sounds fun.
Now you want to fix it.
What about you, Shane?
Shane,
Yeah, see,
Are we
Grayson has had it. Grayson, he doesn't like lantern flies. He doesn't like hats with buckles, and he doesn't like torn screen doors.
Shane,
He's had a rough evening.
are we supposed to be bringing our kids on the podcast? Did you
No.
approve it or? Oh, okay. All right. I mean, that's what I figured.
Listen. We're blessed to just even have Christopher with us, let alone who's with him.
Shut up. Shut up.
Wait, how about you listen up? Shut up. Brandon, how's your weekend going?
It was good. Got some stuff done around the house. Did some toy hunting this morning. It's good. Picked up a pretty
Toy
cool
hunting.
item, which I do not have for the wins of the week, but I will use it for my next one.
Has anyone else here ever uttered the sentence, I got some stuff done around the house and went toy hunting? Like those don't go together. Like I get into stuff around the house. I'm not worried about going to toy stores.
Well, I hit up the flea markets this weekend. So
loves I really do love flea markets.
I got another
too.
Super 7 reaction figure carded for $1.
Nice.
Jeez.
That's a win.
It was a Terminator one. It's not one of my wins of the week, but it was pretty funny. That it was like, I was like, oh, how much is this? She's like, $1. I was like, okay,
done.
I don't even collect this line, but sure, I'll take it.
I'll tell you, I really am jealous every time I hear Brandon goes to the flea market because I really do like that setup. Like I like going just checking out what's doing, and we just don't have them around here. We had a giant one, maybe there's still one, a giant one at like in East Rutherford where Giant Stadium is, MetLife Stadium or whatever the heck it's called now. But I don't even know if that still goes. Yeah, I don't know if it still goes on, but it's not that good even. But
I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's something that's going away or what, but this is the one that I went to on Saturday. Will be going away in January because somebody bought the land to make a development. And then the one that I used to go to a few years ago that I found a ton of I would always find a ton of Star Wars stuff at. That one was gone too because they decided to basically demolish the stadium and build a new one. So
okay. Charles, we're ignoring that. He's gone. He's left.
Whatever you want to do, wins and whiff. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Charles went to a baseball game. I know that he's not telling. I was working. Yeah, right.
I was working.
Brandon, there's no time for me to tell my story. Everyone else is telling me.
He's leaving the story out because the Mariners lost. That's why.
Did they really?
Embarrassed. Oh. They lost to the Mets, who are planning for 2027 right now.
I think they lost 2 of 4 or 3 of 4. Like they did not do good at all.
They lost tonight too.
Oh,
2 of 3.
God.
Wow,
yeah.
Terrible.
Well, I was doing a little bit of maybe what Brandon was doing. I was getting back into the swing of things with a project around the house. It's been sitting all summer while I ignored it, and we got in the pool today, so it was hot out. We kind of enjoyed maybe the last pool weekend of the summer, so that was nice to get back in the pool after a few weeks. All right, guys, that's it for the chatter. Charles just sent me a text message threatening my livelihood and my health.
All right, guys, come on, shut up.
It's time for Wins of the Week. John, why are you bobbing your head? That doesn't even go along with what we're doing.
I'm bobbing my head to the music.
My
kids.
That's not what I said. I said even when the music is there, your heads are bobbing, and it doesn't go to that song that's actually playing.
Go back. I watched the episode 3 times.
Wins of the week.
My kids and I were dying every time you said it. It was so funny.
Wins of the week.
See?
Win of the week. Win of the week. Win of the week.
I love it. All right, we are going to Long Island first, and Charles, you are up with your win of the week.
I'll make this fast since I think we're at 12 minutes. White gloves. I'm gonna hurry up and put them on. I'm gonna rush through it.
Take your time, Charles.
Well, no suspense. My win of the week is Yellow Turtle. It's number, I believe, 6, maybe 6. Yeah, this is Bebop, 85 grade.
That acrylic is like the nicest acrylic I've ever seen.
What's number 6? What do you mean?
It's my 6th one. I'm collecting the first 20 of them.
Oh, okay.
So I believe this is my 6th one that I've shown on this show.
That is gorgeous, honestly.
85 Bebop Turtle. Next.
I wanted to see it for about 37 seconds longer, but that's okay. I'll go back and watch the replay.
I have 2 that I'm going to be sending in with the same thing. The
turtles.
Through. One's a turtle. The other one is.
Of course he is.
So, what's the guy? The ape, Sergeant Bananas or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
George of the Jungle.
Yeah, George of the Jungle.
All right, very good. Well, that
Very short.
we've
I
said in
don't have
other
it on me.
episodes that
You don't need to
those
show me.
CAS Ninja Turtle setups are really nice. They're large, but that acrylic looks so glossy, and the figure looks
so glossy.
And the figure looks perfect. It looks really, really nice. So congrats on that. Brandon, you are up with your win of the week.
I committed the cardinal sin that I said thou shalt not commit, but Shane and I seem to commit this sin quite often, which is leaving stuff in a box for a long time and never attending to it and seeing what's in the box. Mainly because I knew that
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Mainly because I knew this person would not shortchange me on something, so I didn't feel too bad about it.
Yoda.
But you guys know I bought this at
Hagen.
Oh, I lost it.
My name Hagen.
I bought this at the flea market not too long ago.
Ooh.
Micro collection?
The Micro Collection Falcon. I just bought the shell. I bought the shell at the flea market for a couple bucks not too long ago. Well, a good friend of the podcast and the page, Steven Herrera, sold me the canopy. How do you already have his name up?
Are you guys blown away or what? Are you blown away? Look at me.
I don't know how you have his name, and you spelled it right, I think. He sold me the canopy.
That's right, yeah.
Which I didn't have, obviously, which makes it look a lot better. So, so that's part of the win. And he also included a couple of the Micro Collection figures, a Han and Chewie.
Oh, wow.
Which I didn't know was even in the box. So I opened the box and I was kind of blown away at his kind gesture.
Yeah.
So thank you, Steven. It is now one piece closer, and that's probably the nicest piece that I'm going to have for it. The rest of the pieces, I mean, nothing makes the Falcon look better than the canopy or whatever. The dish and the guns, whatever, but the canopy is the thing that completes it. So thanks to Steven for sending me that. I'm, like I said, I didn't have to question what was in the box, but he did send some other goodies too, some pins and a patch and stuff like that. So
nice.
Thanks, Steven, for hooking it up. Appreciate it.
Definitely hooking it up.
Nice.
Well done, Steven. All right, so I'm going to take a second here to let everybody know this episode is brought to you by Rogue5Toys.com. That is our sales page. You can head over there and join the group. It's a private group. We have, of course, lots of vintage Star Wars, loose, complete, graded, mocks. And, of course, we have modern Star Wars, other toy lines as well. There is a lot of Evel Knievel stuff. John has been dripping all over the page. And Brandon is not selling any of his aliens, so don't look out for that. But if you go to rogue5toys.com, you can find all of the collectibles and also have some fun with us throughout the week between the episodes. So join us there. We're now going to go over to Shane from New Jersey for his win of the week. Landon, this is a shout out to you and your dad. I've got
Bush lay Bush. Oh.
A short
Oh
V.
my God, that is so short.
Such a short V.
He's so short.
So it's funny because I had already planned to show this when Charles joked about short V with us in chat today, but I did not have one for the longest time. There was a craze. I sold the two that I had. I was like, I find short Vs all the time. I've never found one since, for a reasonable price. And this guy's in nice shape. The white band is a little less white than I would like, but definitely check out the feet. The feet might be the nicest gonk feet I've ever seen.
Yeah, the one you had, you sold for what, like $380? I think it
was. No. But look how nice those feet are. There's not even like a scratch.
So nice.
Oh my God!
There's one right there.
Such nice feet. Oh my!
And you hold
God.
up your feet next to the gonk's feet.
No, I can't get him up there. But anyway, so there we go. I've got a short V in my collection again now.
So short.
There you go. That's my win of the week. and it's sitting right on my desk in front of my work computer here. And I'm going to throw it over now to John Walton.
Whoa.
It's time for your win of the week.
A fella came in this weekend and sold me a bunch of Mezco stuff. I don't know if you're familiar with Mezco.
Meds?
Mezco.
Oh.
Mezco. They make some really, really, really nice figures. This is a Batman Ascending Knight figure. It comes in a 10.
Oh, wow.
And they are awesome. With all of these batarangs. Let me open it up.
Does that say heavy assault bat brick? In the middle?
It does. Heavy assault bat brick.
I want to know what that is.
Yeah. I have no idea. Let me open it up real quick. But the
Folks,
figure,
we are now on Patreon. You can find us at patreon.com/5idiotstalkingtoys. Support us there and get unique content exclusive for patrons.
But these figures are super nice.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. Is it like rubber?
You just lost Batman's second nose.
This
Is it rubber? Or is it plastic?
I can't do that.
Such a nice box.
Yeah, they're
Is
just
it rubber or is it plastic?
it's so hot it's popping off.
Very nice
Is
Batman.
it rubber or is it plastic?
Do what?
The Batman. That you see Batman.
The figure. What is it made out of?
Rare.
It is plastic and it's highly articulated, and I don't want to take him out.
Usually you throw the packaging across the room.
Not this one.
Okay.
Not this one. But now I got to find all the parts that fell out.
I think his left nostril fell out.
But these figures are really nice, high quality. I know you guys are familiar with Hot Toys.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like in that vein.
That's what I was going to say when I
awesome.
Yeah, when I saw like additional hands
they're kind
and
of
heads,
awesome.
They're kind of super awesome, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought of Hot Toys when I saw those extra like hands and heads with different, expressions and gloves and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, and they're really nice, superposable. Again, here's what it looks like. I'll put them back up there.
You all right, Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
7 interchangeable hands.
7 interchangeable hands.
Wow.
Yippee
Those are really cool Mezco. Makes some really cool figures.
When I see 7 interchangeable hands, all I can think is yippee doo in my head.
Yippee doo.
So, all right, Chris, are we heading back?
Chris is cleaning up for the party, apparently.
I know.
That one is going for about close to $100.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris, are we heading back to Long Island?
Long Island?
You should have never left.
All right, here we go. Chris,
Right.
It's time for your win of the week.
So to make my win real quick, I would say I went to a toy show in 2022, and I bought a custom piece that I wanted to get done when my son was a humongous Star Wars fan. And now that my son is no longer a Star Wars fan, the custom piece finally gets done a year and a half later from our very own Brandon Alamo.
Ooh.
Nice.
So, a year and a half later, it finally gets done. It's all
very cool.
With the Stormtrooper, with the rifle.
Oh, that is cool.
Nice.
How much did he whack you over the head for that?
Nice.
7 easy payments of $29.99.
I'm still paying it off, Charles. There's actually a little light in here that he puts too. So.
Oh, geez.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
wow.
Cool.
See. So lights up red, and
oh, that's cool.
it's cool.
Pretty cool.
I wish my son still liked Star Wars. It would have definitely came in handy.
But you can tell it's Spider-Man.
I appreciate it, Brendan. Thank you.
Spider-Man. There you go. If it's any consolation, my son doesn't like Star Wars anymore either.
All right, so that is going to do it for our wins of the week. Do we have any whiffs of the week? Raise your middle eyebrow if you
Charles does. I see Charles' hand. Charles does. Charles has a whiff.
All right, it is time for whiffs of the week.
My whiff of the week is another AFA refusal.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
So this one says IG88 Silver Hollow Eyes. This item was refused for the following reasons. Figure was submitted with the incorrect rifle.
Nice.
Which is obviously impossible. He had the IG88 rifle. So they sent me back what I sent them, which is the IG88.
Yep.
And they sent me back a Hoth Rebel rifle.
Nice.
Which never went to them. A regular
Jawa
Imperial blaster like he's supposed to get, and then a Jawa blaster.
Oh, free Jawa blaster.
Yeah.
There's no way I sent him an IG88 with a Jawa blaster and a Hoth Rebel rifle. It's impossible.
All right, so let's start at the beginning there because I don't know the answer to this. What is the process there? If you get a refusal report, is it a matter of sending it back, or have you lost your money and that's it?
Lost your money.
And you waited a whole year to find out that you lost your money.
You don't know until you get the whole shipment back.
So what is your recourse if they're wrong like that?
He gets to keep the Jawa blaster.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Keeping the Jawa I didn't even send in a Jawa in this entire order. So there's no way this is my Jawa blaster. And there's no way I sent the
Jawa blaster
with a Hoth Rebel rifle and then with a Jawa blaster. It's just not possible.
Somebody's getting a refusal report with a Jawa says it's incomplete because it didn't have a Jawa blaster.
Yeah.
I truly believe that they needed an IG88 rifle and they stole mine.
They are such a bunch of morons there.
So how much are you out? What does it actually come down to?
So they'll reimburse you for the acrylic. So if you add the extra $10 for the acrylic, you don't lose the $10 since they didn't actually do it. You lose the $50 for the grading though. So I lost $50 for the grading. I actually had 3 of them this time. I'll probably show the next one next Wins and Wiff. And the third one I can't show you, but they said I sent them in a repro TIE fighter pilot blaster. Which is impossible.
Well, for anybody who's watching this and has ever bought anything from Charles, selling when he's selling, Charles is the accessory guru. Like, kind of all 4 of us, if we're unsure about an accessory, we go to Charles. Like, there's no chance you sent in a repro. Not
John. John knows, but
John knows his crap about accessories.
So here's the kicker. They sent me a message back, and how I know it's fake is they said, we've never seen this repro before. We will reimburse you the $50 for the grading if you let us keep this for our stock. So I wanted it back for the reason that I can show them this is real. And then I'm like, I'm going to lose my $50 though.
Yeah.
So I had to make a decision. And I just said, freaking keep the thing. I want my $50 back.
And this is AFA or AFA?
Every single box I've sent them, they found something wrong with something. And
do you take pictures of this stuff before you send it, or like? It's weird.
No.
That's the problem when you're sending stuff away to these grading companies and you're waiting a year. All this shit is probably getting mixed up there in boxes, and guaranteed they're just taking stuff from other people's piles to put stuff together. It's
so like one of the workers could have like snapped one of the rifles or lost it, and he just reached into some box and he took mine. He's like, "Oh yeah, you didn't have yours. Like, how can I prove I did have it?"
Right?
You can't.
Well, what the scariest thing about that is, if any of that turns out to be true behind the scenes, that's scary for anybody who sends in an item. You might get your graded item back, but it might not be the same parts or figure that you sent in.
Yeah.
If they're swapping stuff, and we don't know, but if that is actually true, the scariest part is you might not get back your own items graded together in acrylic.
I will never use them, and I will only use CAS from now on because none of this stuff has ever happened with CAS.
Yeah.
And you know what we've kind of learned over the last couple of years with fellow collectors is your grades are going to be lower generally with AFA. So some people feel very, certain way about that. But in general, the collector community is pretty happy with CAS's grades and acrylic and casing.
And customer service.
So
definitely customer service.
Yeah. It's not a good look for AFA.
I mean, so what? They ship stuff upside down. Whatever. at least you get it back.
Well, they're not perfect by any means, but
no.
AFA, I've had such a bad experience.
Well, there's nobody out there that's grading this stuff and getting it back to you in a month and everything's perfect. Like there's no alternatives. You've got a couple of choices, and you got to pick the best of the lot. So.
Yep.
All right, boys, that's going to do it for this episode of Wins and Wiffs of the Week. Thanks very much for joining us here at 5 Idiots Talking Toys. You can find all of our links down below in the description. Click that, and you'll see our merch shop, our socials, and you can also join our Patreon by supporting the show. You'll get custom content, previews of our collections that are going to go for sale on Rogue 5 Toys, as well as early access to all these episodes that you enjoy. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on 5 Idiots Talking Toys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Refusal.